Hello everyone and welcome to today's reading. If you are new, welcome. I'm your host, the Apocrypha, and it is a pleasure to meet you. I hope you'll consider joining this little soul family that we have going on here. If you are returning, welcome back, soul family. You know what's up. Hugs. If you're new, you can get a hug too. Anyway, disclaimers, descriptions, decks, all that shit in the description box down below. The only disclaimer I'm gonna take a moment to say is that I am a no bullshit reader. I say what I see, and sometimes it can come out very harsh and blunt, and not everyone can appreciate that kind of energy. And if that's you, that's okay. If I'm not the reader for you, then I'm not the reader for you. I wish you the best. Now, I woke up fucking early to get my ass to work early. I thought I worked both jobs today, and I double checked my schedule, both of them, and I don't. I'm working shit today, so I got ready. I woke up early, took a shower, got ready, all that shit, was ready to leave early so I could get breakfast, and I don't work either job today. I thought, maybe I should call my bosses and be like, hey, you need help? But I know one, we're low on hours, cutting hours, and the other one, like, I know that they're good today. So I'm like, you know what? I'm already dressed up and shit. Why not hop on here? Spirit obviously wants me to do a reading today, so here we are. Okay? Thank you for being here. I really, truly, deeply appreciate each and every single one of you guys. And let's just jump into it, shall we? Today's gonna be weird. Look, High Priestess. I'm using the Ghost and Spirits deck and something fell. Let's see. The Hanged Man fell out. I saw 222. Let's see what today's message is gonna be about. The Hanged Man. Okay. So immediately the Hanged Man in this deck makes me think of yin and yang. Something about balance. About life or death in a way. Not literally, don't worry. But I say that because here we have a skeleton, and down here we have someone who, it kind of gives me that energy of moving forward, like someone who's swimming and moving forward. But the Hanged Man, in the way that it fell out upright though, it's like there's some stagnation, some lack of movement, some need for clarity because of the ball there that's glowing, but also a need for transformation of something. Underneath is the Fool in reverse. So it's like perhaps you're not, and the Empress in reverse, perhaps you're not taking the steps that you need to. You're not taking that leap of faith that you need to. And it is keeping you stuck, keeping you out of balance. The Fool again. The Chariot, look, there's more about movement. You need to move forward in regards to something. You need to say how you feel. You need to take a leap of faith. You need to not be afraid of the past that may be haunting you. So naturally, this deck, Ghost and Spirits, is going to have a lot of imagery of ghosts and spirits and haunting things. But it's like this sense that this person is trying to walk away from what they have left behind, but it's still chasing after them. So they're not really, it's like they're running from something that is never gonna stop until they face it. The Hanged Man, they're in their head about something, but the Chariot, they want to move forward. Oh, that was a lot of cards. Okay. Underneath the deck is the Queen of Swords. Now, there was one card that fell to the side, which is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And then there was like a group of cards that came out, including the Empress, which I mentioned earlier. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Swords. Now we have this card. I don't remember what this card is called, but this card is unique to this deck. I know that there's another card that is unique to this deck called Chains, but that's not this one. So I might actually get the book and look into that after I read into it from what I feel. So let me move that. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Okay. Where is it? One moment, please. Okay. So, I'm curious, what is this card? The World? No. The Fool. I really don't recall. I don't like learn decks. I don't really learn them. I just like read the cards. But the cool thing about this deck is that each card has a story, and some of them are based off of some kind of mythology or something. So maybe there's a message here. But again, okay, I found the Hanged Man. So let's read what the Hanged Man is. Okay, I'm not gonna read all of them, but because I just found the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man was the first card, let me go ahead and read that. The restless deceased rise and wander the earth. The vampire is a bloodthirsty creature who seeks out mortals and drains their life essence before retreating back to its earthly tomb. In turn, the victims succumb to the deadly bite, acquire immortality, and join the cycle of insatiable bloodlust. The vampire is ensnared in the branches of an old tree, caught between the world of conscious thought and the unconscious realm of shadows and dreams. Divinatory meaning: beware of circumstances that can lead to stagnation and feelings of futility. You may be at a crossroads or are feeling stuck in a soul-sucking situation. Try to discern what lurks beneath the surface of complacency. Okay, I did mention this feeling of being stuck, a feeling of needing to move forward. So that is interesting. I see the Chains card. Again, I don't know what that card is. Sun, Judgment, the World, the the Tower, the Star, the Moon. Chains is the one that I mentioned. That's unique to this deck. Temperance stuff. Just the Hanged Man, the Wheel of Fortune, which also came out. Strength, the Hermit. The Chariot, the High Priest. The Lovers, Emperor. Empress, High Priestess, Fool, Magician. Fuck it. Okay. So, there is a situation that you need to find balance in, right? There's a situation where you feel like your energy has been taken from you, or someone's trying to take your energy. There's a need to discern the difference between someone wanting to share energy with you and to be around you, to uplift you and all that, versus someone who's just trying to waste your time and trying to steal your energy from you. Okay? So again, the Chariot is about moving forward. It is about searching for what it is that you really desire. Leaving behind what has passed, but needing to heal what is and what has been, so that it doesn't haunt you. The Chariot is about moving forward, and here I'm talking about not letting things haunt you. And here we have the Hanged Man talking about not moving forward. Something keeping you in stagnation. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, which is like you're not watering the plants or the seeds of what you are trying to manifest. The Seven of Pentacles is usually someone who's tending to the crops, to the pentacles. They are trying to make something of themselves, trying to make something come into fruition. Then you have to tend to it, because if not, then it will die, it will wither away, it will become overgrown. But this entity here is holding on to two pentacles. You see that? So they're trying to make a decision of leaving something behind. We see the Five Pentacles behind them, leaving something or someone out in the cold. I have the sense of you dig your grave, you lie in it. There's this energy that you may be feeling back and forth. You're trying to make a decision of something because you're trying to leave behind the past. You're trying to move forward, but you're not seeing something clearly. And it's making you feel unstable, ungrounded. You see this entity's floating there. They don't have their feet on the ground. This entity, it looks like they have roots growing from their head. So like there are ideas and perspectives and things that you have that are valuable and that you should manifest and that you should bring into this existing world. You keep debating on what it is that you want to create, what it is you want to manifest, how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it. It's like you're overthinking. I just saw 1414. So there needs to be a change. 1 and 4 make 5. There needs to be a change in order for you to have stability. 4. Don't be in your head so much. You're juggling so much and it's literally keeping you in a state of unrest. You feel like there's something that you have done that you have to live with that forever. But that's not the case. You can learn from your experiences and you could stop something from happening, as soon as you realize that you don't want that thing to happen. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's say for example, I don't know why this is coming to my head. You were thinking about quitting a job, so maybe you wrote a resignation letter or something. You can stop yourself. Just because you finished writing it doesn't mean that you have to send it. You can stop yourself right then and there. Just because you have expressed, oh, I want to leave the job or whatever, you haven't sent it yet. You don't have to. Just because you were in the middle of the process of leaving something behind doesn't mean that you have to. Or vice versa, just because you were in the process of giving something your time and energy doesn't mean that you have to continue to feel like you are forced to give it your time and energy. Does that make sense? With the Empress in reverse, I feel like you're not being kind to yourself. You're not allowing yourself to understand that things take time. And yes, we all know things take time, yes. But we still bash ourselves for not doing better sooner. It's like there's this person who's kneeling in front of an angel. They could be asking for forgiveness. Maybe you feel the need to ask for forgiveness from someone. Maybe you're afraid if they hold a grudge on you or something, like they can't move forward. The angel is directing you to be kind and compassionate to yourself, but also to be kind and compassionate to other people. Because it's in reverse, I also see a dove. If you watched my readings yesterday that I posted, or the day before, my last reading, then you will have known the message of the dove, right? There was a message that I shared of the dove. There was a card that came out that had a dove on it, and I was talking about it, and then I realized under the deck, under another card, was literally a card called the dove. Let me see. I might still have it here. No, I might have used this deck. No, I guess not. Oh, look, potential. This was one of the cards that came out in my last reading, and that I was saying the angel's trying to show you with the dove. It's trying to show you potential. It's trying to show you how to... Look, and here's the dove card. Okay. So, I didn't shuffle these, but I'm going to bring them out because I feel like it needs to be said. I'm not going to mention everything. If you want to hear more about it, then watch my last reading. But, let's see. So, this card says potential. And it says, think big for your future. And it's like this angel is trying to give you hope and peace in moving forward towards the future. But in the card that actually says dove, and it has the dove, a big dove on it, it says take a leap of faith. Okay? So it's like you need to close out some cycles like the world card. And you need to take a leap of faith. Now again, I won't go too deep into it since I didn't shuffle for it. But, so if you want to know more, please watch my last reading. But there's this message again of your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your demons, whoever it is that you work with, who are trying to get you to a place of understanding and self-compassion, of peace, of knowing your potential, of being kind to yourself. And don't be harsh on your projects, on whatever it is that you're creating. It takes time. It takes practice. Okay? This angel here has a hand out, and they have a hand kind of over their heart. You see? In these readings lately, I've been feeling a lot of messages in regards to the heart chakra, in regards to healing the heart, in regards to all of that. And look, we have again here mentioning of moving away from the past and not letting things hold you back, right? And a lot of times what we people do is, I mean, unconsciously, I mean, no one chooses to, on purpose, hold on to things that are going to bring heartache and all of that. You know, speaking of which, I was just straightening out the cards and I saw here the Ace of Cups. Here's like another angel that kind of has their hand across their chest, which we'll get to that in a bit. But interesting message. Again, there's more of the heart. You're asking for help, you're asking for healing, you're asking for more temperance, more patience in your situation. Your guides, they hear you and they are leading you in the right direction. But you need to do your best to see clearly as well. Perhaps you may be hoping, praying, crying out to your angels, your guides, your spirit guides, your angels, your demons, your whatever, to help you. And just because you don't see immediate results, you're over here thinking like, oh, well, they don't care and they're not listening to me and they're never around. Bullshit. They always are. And just because you can't hear them or you can't see them doesn't mean that they're not doing everything that they can to help you. They, like my last ring, they have been showing you signs and synchronicities. And just because you don't see them doesn't mean that they're not there. I just saw 2211 turn into 2212. Duality, balance. Again, thinking of the 222, making me think of the Two of Pentacles here, that this energy is holding, that they're juggling, literally. And making me think of the Hanged Man here, that to me symbolizes yin and yang, life and death. There's something that I say a lot of times. You cannot have a new beginning without an end to something, right? And that's an aspect of balance. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. That's scientifically proven, right? So what happens to us, energy beings, yes, living in a physical body, what happens to us when we die? I don't believe that we just die and that's it. Our body, literally, I saw 2311. Our body literally dies. It becomes food for the earth. It becomes ash, whatever the fuck it becomes. That is a cycle of our physical energy. But what about our spiritual energy? What about what we really are inside? Where does that go? If energy is scientifically proven to not be created nor destroyed, where does it go? It is recycled. I believe in reincarnation. I do. You don't have to. Then don't. But my point is, there cannot be a new beginning without an end. You cannot live a new life until you end an old life. And that doesn't have to mean literally. I'm not talking literally. But, for example, habits. Old habits die hard. But if you want to make new healthy habits, you have to let go of old unhealthy habits, right? You have to replace your time and your energy from something that you don't want anymore to something that you do. There has to be an end in order for you to come to a new beginning. But the Six of Wands in reverse, it's like you're afraid that you're going to fail. You're anticipating the worst, which isn't going to help you. That's an aspect of the Hanged Man. You're not seeing clearly. The Hanged Man hangs himself by the foot so that they can literally see from a different perspective. But how long are you going to be stuck there? If you have seen the truth, why do you keep yourself hanging when you already know the truth? Then you're wasting your own time thinking that you're not going to be successful. You're stopping yourself. This card is making me think of what I just said about, you know, what happens after death, right? To our soul, to our spirit. We already know what happens to the body. It dies. Like, that is a given. That's proven. But in this aspect, it's like your angels, your spirit guides, your demons, your whoever that you work with. Like, they're trying to show you the way, trying to lead you towards the truth, trying to lead you towards what is really meant for you. Trying to lead you to the light. And I don't mean that like they're trying to get you dead. That's not what I mean. It's like the sense that I have here is like a family gathering. Like when close family comes together and it's like such a beautiful time. Like, oh hey, yeah, how you doing? That's the energy I'm getting from all of these spirits. You can't really see their faces because of the light. Let me see. That doesn't help. Nah, fuck it. You can't really see their faces, but like one's like, yeah, and the other one's just like, whoa, you know? And one of them has her hand on someone's shoulder. It's like this one has a hand on the shoulder and they're going together. This one and this one, they're holding hands and they're going together. So it's like you're not alone in this. Whatever it is that you're going through, you're not alone. Your spirit guides, they're always with you and they're literally holding your hand and literally guiding you through whatever it is. But this was the Six of Wands, which is about victory, and it was in reverse. So it's like you're not seeing that. They're trying to lead you towards what is best for you, and you're not seeing that. It's like you see the light and they're trying to guide you, their spirits, and you're like, whoa, 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 you're trying to get me dead? Like, I don't want to go to light. It's too early. It's too soon. No, I can't do that right now. And they're like, no, we're not. We're trying to lead you towards the light, yes, but it's not what you think it is. You will be victorious. You will have what you need, what you want. No, well, no. It's scary. Yes, it is. It's scary to trust in the unknown, to trust in what you cannot see, what you cannot hear, what you cannot completely understand. That's scarier. Honestly, sometimes I trust in the universe way more than I trust people that I know personally. I got some trust issues that I'm still trying to work out. And sometimes I'm like, Spirit? Like, what are you trying to get at? Like, what's going on here? And sometimes in the moment, I'm like, why can't you just tell me, like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here wasting my time, but then you don't learn your lesson. It's not that they don't want to tell you. It's that the whole point of living life is to go through the experiences that you need to go through in order for you to learn your lessons, in order for when you do die, which we all die, it's inevitable, I know some people don't believe in karma, but if you believe, again, energy cannot be created nor destroyed, what happens to your soul? Your soul is the one living the experiences So if your soul is literally immortal, continuing from one life to the next, your body isn't. It will die, but your soul will continue. It takes those lessons to the next life. Doesn't mean you're going to remember, but subconsciously, within your soul, within your spirit, you're going to go through lessons that you did not learn in the past. Speaking of which, I just looked down and realized again, we have the Wheel of Fortune. I saw 3030. The Wheel of Fortune. What is that? Karmic cycles. Cycles. And we see these entities that they look kind of bloated, kind of pregnant. Both of them. And for all we know, the other one does, and maybe the other one does, and maybe the other one does. It's making me think back to what I literally was saying. Our soul just cycles and cycles. But these spirits, they look miserable. They have this creation within them, but they have no muscle. They have nothing. They have nothing. They're skeletons with pregnant bellies. What? So you're not nourishing your ideas and your creative pursuits. Some of you are... I see in the background like a tree. Remember what I said earlier about, which one was it? The Seven of Pentacles? How they have like roots growing out of their head? So do these. I feel like reading the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what the Wheel of Fortune says. There it is. I saw 3232. The Wheel of Fortune is number 10. 32, 32, 5 and 5 make 10. Wheel of Fortune, the end of a cycle. 10 is the last number before it recycles. Hungry ghost from the Hindu tradition are condemned to wander the earth until good karma is restored. I don't think you can see, but I kind of got chills, you guys. What was I literally saying about karma? Their punishment reflects the sins incurred in order to rebalance the karmic wheel. They resemble burnt skeletal trees with descended bellies and roam around in a state of extreme hunger and thirst. Their haggard limbs and shrunken skin exemplify their inability to fill a void. The twisted trees exaggerate the hungry ghost. Imbalanced states. I mentioned trees. I mentioned about balance with the hanged man and all that. Convection circulates around them, suggestive that change is in the air. Divinatory meaning. It is important to recognize the concept of action-reaction and its cyclical effect. Anything can happen in life, so be prepared for imminent change and appreciate the gifts along the way. What was I saying about trees? You see that? All those trees? I said they look miserable. There's blue here, which also make me think of a card that has been coming out lately. Of the blues. Of a sad kind of energy. They're floating, they're not living life to the fullest. It's like they're miserable because they have not been able to birth the ideas that they have wanted to create. Whatever it is in your life that you have been wanting in your life, that you keep pushing away, it is affecting you. Consciously and subconsciously. And it will affect you in this life and the next until you figure it out. It's like there's an aroma, there's this air, like it said, there's this air of change. There's something that's guiding them, but they're not consciously moving forward, like the chariot movement forward. They're not consciously moving forward, they're just kind of following along a path that doesn't work. There's a need for change, a need to move forward, a need to birth the idea, and it doesn't have to be a literal child, but a need to birth something into existence, something creative, something in passion, this idea that you have, that you want to create, that you want to put out there. This idea, this job that you want, this person that you want, this creative pursuit that you want, whatever it is. You keep thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it. It keeps haunting you, haunting you, haunting you. And the more time that passes that you're not doing shit, it's haunting you. And it's not allowing you to move forward. We got the Hanged Man upright. If it were in reverse, you see what is on the bottom would have been that dead energy. But it's not the dead energy that's on top. I mean on the bottom. The dead energy's on top. That need for change. Remember I said that? There's a need for change. Like the Death card. There's a need to stop the vicious cycles that are going on and on and on and on in your fucking head. It's hard. But look what comes next. This is the Eight of Swords in reverse. And in this deck, this energy does have 8 swords surrounding them. In the original Rider-Waite, I just saw 3838. In the original tarot, the Eight of Swords is depicted by a woman. Whether you're man or male, female, doesn't matter. You know I don't give a shit about that. Like, I say what I see. If it's a feminine on a card, then I'm gonna say she, but I don't mean it like, oh, it has to be the feminine, it has to be you, a female. You could be male, you could be female, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm just reading the cards as I see them. Okay? And I don't mean to offend anyone, but I'm just saying what I see. So, in the original deck, it is a woman who is lightly bound, who has a blindfold and 8 swords surrounding her. She's lightly bound is the key word. She could just wiggle off of it, she could take off the blindfold, and she can walk through the swords. Walk in between them. In this depiction, there are also swords, and it's like this energy, it gives me a fatherly energy. Has a hand on their chest. Remember what I said, hand on the chest, hand on the chest, right? And it's like there's all of these these spirits, these skeletal spirits that are kind of speaking to this person. Oh. For some of you, there are literal people in your life that their voices are stuck in your head. And that's why you're not moving forward. And it could have been a father. It could have literally been a father figure in your life that has hurt your heart so bad. What they have said is literally ringing in your ears over and over and over again. It is haunting you. It is literally haunting you. Remember I said the past is haunting you. You're struggling to move forward. You're trying to ignore it, but it's chasing after you. It's chasing after you because you can't run away from the past when you're literally playing it over and over and over in your head, consciously or subconsciously. And the mass majority of our actions and our mentality and all of that is dictated by our subconscious mind. I'm no expert, I'm no scientist, I'm no therapist or whatever, but you can do your own research. You don't believe me? The majority of our actions are governed by our subconscious mind. That is scientifically proven. And this person haunts your subconscious. Haunts you so bad. I saw 4141. It literally breaks your fucking heart. They are the ghost of your past. This father figure. Maybe it was a guardian. Maybe it was a mother instead. Maybe it was a teacher. Maybe it was an ex that was older than you or something. But I have a strong feeling it was a father figure. And I said, this energy gives me a fatherly energy. They're literally haunting you. Wow, I just saw something earlier today on Instagram. And I feel kind of called to mention it. So I'm sorry you guys, but I feel the need to read it, and it's going to trigger some people. It will trigger you. Trigger warning, okay? It's not the best thing to hear, but I feel the need to bring it up, okay? So again, a lot of people might not like it, but I'm not here to kiss your ass. I'm here to give you the truth of what I see. And if Spirit's guiding me to say this, then I'm gonna say it, okay? Let's see, where is it? All the adult alpha males I knew growing up who drank to excess, cracked jokes at others' expense, and told kids to man up are now sad old alcoholic men who are clinically depressed and in emotional distress. So I don't know, maybe man the fuck up and speak to a mental health professional. Something told me to send that to myself so that I can see it again. I just saw 4404. I'm sorry if that was triggering. 4411. Maybe your father was an alcoholic. Maybe your father is an alcoholic. Maybe some kind of authoritative figure, I saw 4422, has really gotten your head and telling you to man up and men don't cry and men blah blah blah. Fuck you. Men cry. Men have emotions. Men have feelings too. Just like women, we're all human. 4440. This person has really fucked you up. And I feel like that's an aspect of this next card. Don't let them hold you back. What they say don't mean shit. I don't fucking care if it was your father. If they were in that energy telling you that, they're fucking dead as hell wrong. I don't give a fuck if they're your father or your mother or a teacher or an ex. If that's the kind of advice they have for you, maybe they should take their own advice. Man the fuck up and learn from their shit. It has literally haunted you, made you depressed, and I'm sorry to say, maybe even, trigger warning, suicidal. 45. Damn. It's literally haunting you. And I can feel it. It's hard for you to love because this person didn't love you right. And now it's like you're wailing. Because you want love, you want success, you want compassion, you want all that. And you're wailing because you're drowning in your sorrows because of this motherfucker. I'm gonna say it, because of that motherfucker. I don't care who they are. You love someone, you don't treat them like that. That doesn't mean that they don't love you. But I mean, man the fuck up, right? If you really care about your family, if you really care about your friends and all that, why are you gonna drink to the point where you ruin everyone else's life? Because you feel like your life is ruined? It's not right. It's not right. It really isn't. You're wailing. It's hard for you to be honest. What is this, the Queen? The Queen of Swords. It's hard for you to be honest when you're so emotionally stuck. And it's understandable when you've been through this. Again, I am not a professional. I saw 47, 57. I am not a professional. If you need help, please seek help. Please confide in someone that you love and trust. And if you say that you don't have anyone, confide in someone, a professional if you need to. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. If you need to work through these emotions, work through it with someone who you trust. Someone who wants to help you. You're not alone. Your spirit guides are with you. They're literally trying to guide you every step of the way. But you're stuck in this cycle. It's literally hunting you. Literally. Literally. It's like all of the emotions. Fucking, I need... I'm sorry. Sorry, I just cried for like 5 seconds and I'm all like mocosa and shit. You guys are soul family. I got boogers, okay? You don't like it, leave. Anyway. It's the home. You guys. Look in the background. There's a home. Those swords just made me think of bottles right now. Maybe their spirit guides have tried to tell them stop, stop, stop. But they kept going, and because they did, it haunts you now. Unfortunately, now it is a family cycle that you have to break. That's not easy. It's not. It's something of the home that has made you feel like shit, to say the least. Made you feel confused. Look at this card. Upside down. Broken in half. The heart, where the heart should be, is like a black hole. You struggle to love and to nurture other people because you grew up struggling because your parents or your family or your siblings or whoever, 5111, didn't give that to you. We have the Strength card in reverse that was under the Queen of Swords. And the Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. The Strength card in reverse. Look at this card. Where is this energy? Where is this light emanating from the heart? Where is the energy closed from? The heart? Where should it be? I saw 5151. Where should it be open from? The heart? You want this. It could be a job. It could be a person. It could be a creative whatever. You want love and peace. But it's hard for you to find that when you're stuck thinking about the family past. You're literally not able to move forward. You're literally struggling, thinking, and I was going to mention earlier too, and I didn't, there's a house here as well. This person's literally leaving home. And there were 5 pentacles. You felt left out in the cold because of your family. Someone in your family maybe ostracized you. Maybe, I don't know why someone here has to hear it. Maybe you are gay, whether you're male or female, and maybe you literally felt left out in the cold because your family didn't accept you. That's for someone. So you felt the need, you were juggling, but you came to the decision that you had to leave home. Because you cannot be stuck at home with people who don't really love you enough to accept you for who you are. Because of their mental conditioning, because of their religion or their past, it don't fucking matter. Someone who loves you will be there for you. You know the shit that I do? My parents don't like it. If they knew about it 10 years ago, it'd be a different situation. But they love me. And I'm grateful. They still don't like shit. I got a sigil of Lilith. They don't like that. They're like, what is it? What does it mean? Oh, it's a goddess, Lilith. Oh, who is she? The first real woman that God created, that defied God and Adam because XYZ, I would explain. She's known as a demon. She's known as a succubus. And they're like, they still love me. People who really love you are going to love you and appreciate you. Even if they don't like exactly what it is that you're doing, they're going to support you. And don't be surprised if they ask questions. They're trying to understand. Like, I'm not offended when my parents ask questions. I would rather them ask questions and hear my side of the story and consider it than for them to be like, oh, well, that's evil, and God says this, and the Bible says this, and blah, 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 because that's how they used to be. You're trying to find your real family. And family isn't always blood. I'll say that again. Family isn't always blood. I saw 5454. People might not like that. Ancestors, I'm sorry, but they know how I feel about that. Sometimes water, people in your life who really love you 5511 treat you better than your own family. That's the sad truth. Some people go through some shit 5522 that literally breaks them down. And they just want a connection. They want to feel loved and understood 5533. So they have to make the decision to leave home and to seek out the people who aren't going to leave them out in the cold. I saw 5550. Know that you have family here. Regardless of your gender, regardless of your race, regardless of your skin color, regardless of what you identify as, regardless of if you're gay or straight or whatever, or bisexual, I'm bisexual, regardless if you have had difficulty with your sexual whatever. I grew up feeling like I was meant to be a man my whole fucking life. It wasn't until I got older that I accepted I'm a woman. I accept it. Okay. And I learned to embrace it, but that's not everyone's story. You have family here. I love you. Your friends love you. The people who really support you. I saw 56, 56. We got you. If you have to leave home because they don't fucking get it, you find your soul family. Because your soul family is out there. Waiting for you. Okay? No matter what. And we can agree to disagree. I don't care what your religious background is or if you're still religious. I don't care about your political preferences. Now, I have a very strong opinion about my own stuff, but I'm not going to push you away just because you're different. As long as you're not hurting anybody, 5757, you do you. And to them who are like, man up, men don't cry, men blah 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 blah. Ill. That is a vicious cycle that needs to fucking stop in our society. You guys are strong, even when you think that you're not. You are. This is literally haunting you. And you literally cry over it or feel sad over it. You feel depressed over it. You get stuck in your head in these cycles of the past and, well, they told me I'm not good enough and they told me I would never amount to anything. They told me this and they told me that. Fuck what they told you. If they didn't tell you that you're strong enough, if they didn't tell you that you're smart enough, if they didn't tell you that you can amount to whatever the fuck that it is that you want to, then they're fucking wrong. I don't give a fuck who they are. It doesn't fucking matter if they're your parents. If that's the shit, the bullshit lies that they're feeding you, it's because that's what they felt about themselves. And that's the saddest truth in life. The saddest truth of people who don't want to see other people succeed is because they don't see themselves succeeding. So they get jealous about it. And they don't want anyone else to succeed in life. So they'll spit you out. They'll do whatever they can to make you fail just because they felt like they failed. That's sad. And you deserve better. And they do too. People can change. But it has to take a dedicated effort. It has to be a real desire for change. And that has to come from that person. You knowing, I saw 1 hour and 11 seconds. You knowing what you know today, you can propel forward. 1 hour and 22 seconds. But that is something you have to decide. What are you going to choose? To let it haunt you for the rest of your life? Or to take that shit and run with it and be like, you know what? I'm going to prove you wrong. Watch me, Mom. Watch me, Dad. And it's nothing about pride. It's nothing about wanting to be better than them. No, that's not the point here. The point is that you do what you need to do. 1:55. You don't need to juggle it anymore. 1:11. You leave that shit in the past. 1:11. It's not worth being depressed over. Let it go. Heal it. You are strong. And you need to fucking believe it. That light, where is it emanating from again? I saw 1:133. The heart. Don't let anyone, I don't give a fuck who they are, make you feel like you have to close your heart off. Open it up. Let the floodgates open. And these are not the floodgates I'm talking about. I'm talking about this. Love, compassion, patience. Isn't that beautiful? You cannot change. I saw 1:2:22. You cannot change the past. You cannot change your family. You cannot change your exes, your anything in the past. You cannot change anything. But you can change yourself. You can change your perspective. You can change your sense of direction. But you have to heal the past because it's haunting you. Literally. Ace of Cups. I immediately right now, I just saw the three roses there, making me think of the Three of Swords. You have to heal the heartache. Whether that was done to you by your very own parents or someone else. 1:3:33. Threes. 3. You have to heal it. You have to heal it. It is the only way. You can think that you got past it, and in the future something might happen. You might think, oh yay, like I'm over it. It's gonna come back. I've mentioned this in my last few readings. It's gonna come back. You have to heal it. You have to let it go. I'll say again, there's this one tarot reader that I like to watch her readings. And there was this one reading that she said, you don't have to forgive if you don't want to. And I understand she wants to cover her ass. Or maybe not, or whatever. We're all different. But I don't believe in that. It's not a matter of if you want to forgive. It's a matter that you need to forgive. And you could be like, oh, well, I don't have to. Literally, you don't have to. That's a choice. But you choosing not to is doing this to you. Because then you, I saw 1:4:55, then that means that you are not moving on. It's haunting you. We don't know what it's doing to the other person. Maybe I don't fucking care. But if it's literally keeping you from moving forward, it is haunting you. And you know it. And you can't run from it. The only way is to forgive it and to let it go. That doesn't mean that you'll forget. No one ever truly forgets the shit that has happened to them. But you work through it enough with time, with patience, with your spirit guides who have been trying so desperately hard to get you to let it go. You do have support. Even if you feel like in this physical existence you don't, you do. And I am just one of those people. You have my support and love because I care about you guys. That is why I do what I do. And that's why I don't sugarcoat shit. Not in this soul family. And everyone is welcome here. Just don't start no drama, okay? Hangman. You have to let it go. It's the only way. It is. And you might not like to hear it. The Wheel of Fortune. Whether you like to hear it or not, that's the truth. You literally don't have to forgive if you don't want to. No one can force you. We have free will. But you literally have to forgive if you want to break the cycle. If you want to break the vicious cycle of whoever the fuck this was that got in your fucking head and planted those seeds. Wasn't the Seven of Pentacles in reverse? And I mentioned planting the seeds and watering the seeds. Which seeds are you planting? The bullshit this person spoon-fed you lying to you? Or the shit that you're trying to create for yourself? And again, do your own research. The subconscious mind dictates the majority, a lot of what we do. You may have been having dreams, a lot of dreams of your past or of what you desire, person, place, or thing, job, creative pursuit, whatever it is. And then you wake up and you might feel like, oh, well, that can't happen. That's the voice of the past bullshitting you. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, they want to see you happy. They don't want you. You see, there's the 3 roses, and I mentioned made me think of the 3 of Swords, right? Which I don't have it over there. The 3 of Swords is a heart with 3 swords in it, and it symbolizes heartache and pain and all of that. But with this one in her hand, it's making me think of the Ace of Cups. And he has a cup. Again, heart. I mentioned it before this last stuff. Hand over the heart. There's healing that still needs to be done, and you are supported. And you are loved. And you need to believe in yourself. Okay? The ghost of your past, don't allow it to haunt you any longer. Work through it. And if you need professional help, then that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. If you need to open up to someone you care about, that you know that you can trust, then open up. Spirit is literally trying to give you people, places, and things in your life. Blessings. Literally trying to show you the way towards victory. But you don't see it. And it's not because you don't deserve it. It's because you're caught up in your head about the past. And it's not even you really telling yourself this. I saw 1:133. It's your past. It's this person. It's your parents, your sibling, your ex, your teacher, your whoever the fuck, your boss. Fuck them. With love. You know what I mean? That sounds wrong. Okay. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. What I mean is, fuck what they say. Don't mean shit. 11101. Of course, still loves them. Have love and compassion in your heart for them, because people hurt people hurt people. 1:11:10 turned into 1:11:11. Hurt people hurt people. That doesn't make it okay. But that just goes to show why this person ended up hurting you. 1:11:22 to 23. The ball is in your court to break this karmic cycle, to break this family vicious cycle. And you can do it. And you do deserve to be happy. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. You do deserve to be happy. You do. Believe it. Okay? 1:12:21 into 1:12:22. You deserve happiness, but you need to transform some shit. You need to transform this energy into this, into victory. Okay? Excuse me. Travel. This card always makes me think of this, the Six of Swords. You need to move forward. If you need to literally leave your home, if you need to literally leave your family, then do it. 1:13:12. 1:23. If you need to move forward and leave, then do it. If that is what's going to bring you happiness, if that is what's going to help this voice stop 1:13:31, and then I saw 33, then do it. And if they're like, oh, well, you don't love blah, 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 you have to do what's right for you. You're not raping and murdering people, right? How they see it is how they choose to see it. And you cannot let that hold you back. You can't. Because if they really love you, and I'm not saying that they don't just because they feel that way, but I mean, if they want to be immature about it, then let them be immature about it. You move forward. Because this is your life to live, not theirs. Their life to live is their life to live. And however they want to live their life is how they live their life. But they cannot govern yours. I don't give a fuck if they popped you out. They can't tell you how to live your life. You're 18 years old and older, then you can get the fuck out whenever you want. Then you can do whatever you want as long as you're not harming anyone else. 1:14:41. How they want to see is how they see it. You, with love and compassion, you can explain, like, I have to do what's right for me in my life. because I want new beginnings, and I feel like this is how it's gonna happen. And if they keep fighting and fighting and fighting you over it, 115.05, that just proves to you even more why you have to leave the situation. People might not like my advice. I don't fucking care. Then why are you here? If you're still watching this, it's because it's resonating with you. It's a long reading. I don't think people would watch something just because, like, I want to waste my time on something that, you know, don't mean shit. Some people do. I don't get it. But you do what's right for you in your life. People who love you and support you will love you and support you. Whether you're gay or you're straight or you're whatever. It doesn't matter. 115.55. You make the changes that you need to in your life to propel forward in whatever it is that you want. And don't feel guilty for leaving people, places, and things behind. Don't feel guilty. You said your piece. You worked on everything that you could to make the situation better, and they're still the same. Then why should you feel guilty for them not living their life? Why should you feel guilty because they don't treat you with respect? What, just because you're gay? I don't give a fuck what the Bible says. I don't care. I believe that God actually loves everyone. It doesn't fucking matter who you are. A book is just written by people. People can be corrupt. And I know people might not like it. You could be whatever religion, it doesn't matter. I'm just giving my 2 cents in it because I grew up in Christianity. That's just my personal point of view. Whenever people say you don't believe in God, I'm like, I do, but I don't believe him to be, you know, exactly what the Bible represents him to be. If he really is all loving, all understanding, all that, loves all his children, then why would he condemn you just for being gay? Are you serious? I don't believe in that shit. If you do, then go ahead. That's fine. We can agree to disagree. Like I said, everyone's welcome here. But that doesn't mean that I can't have my own opinion. Anyway, you are who you are. Embrace yourself. Love yourself. As long as you are compassionate and kind to yourself and to other people, you're not raping and murdering people, then who the fuck gives a damn? If you're light skin or dark skin, if you're male or female. I saw 118.18. If you're Muslim, Christian, a Buddhist, Wiccan, if you're satanic, like, who the fuck cares? Are you harming people just to harm people? Most people don't. No matter what your religion, no matter what your upbringing, no matter what your gender, or if you don't like to pick a gender, then that's fine. Then don't. You live your life. People don't like it, there's the motherfucking door. Bye. You know what I'm saying? You're beautiful. Whether you're male or female, you're beautiful, handsome, sexy, gorgeous, stunning. Surround yourself with people who see your worth, not people who want to dim your light just because of their pathetic shit. And we all get jealous. We all have shit. We all, you know, get to a point, whatever. That's natural. But don't be around people who are literally using that against you, or literally, you know what I'm saying? Surround yourself with people who can acknowledge their demons and who are trying to work on them, but that aren't trying to stop you from becoming your greatest version just because they can't become theirs. Everyone needs to face themselves. Everyone needs to look in the mirror. That's a choice. If you don't do it in this lifetime, you're gonna have to do it in the next. You don't do it in that one, then the next. And so on and so forth, so on and so forth. I saw 1, 20, 10. Happiness. Follow your happiness. Fuck what other people think. Okay. Alright. My snake keeps wanting to like go inside. Inner healing, you guys. You guys really need to meditate and contemplate. Really think about what it is that you want. Step out of your comfort zone regardless of whoever the fuck tells you otherwise. Like, you're not raping and murdering people, right? You're not harming other people. You're not destroying property of other people just because they have a different perspective or political point of view as you. Right? You're not going around harming people or destroying their property or whatever. Step out of your comfort zone. Be who you are. I saw 121:11 turn into 121:12. The energy is gaining momentum. And a win-win outcome is forecast. Look at these colors, you guys. What colors are these? Purples and pinks. In the chakra system, what colors do those resonate with? The third eye, the crown. That's what helps us communicate with spirit, right? Spirit, again, is trying to tell you to balance your shit out. A win-win outcome is forecast. When you balance yourself out, when you balance the scales, when you follow your intuition, follow the higher guidance that you have been receiving, you're going to be victorious. 6 of Wands is victory. And your guides are trying to lead you. 122:11 turn into 122:12. They're trying to lead you to victory. But you have to balance out the scales. 122:21 to 22. You guys. Okay. Oh, dragonfly. Live life to the fullest. And fuck what other people think. They could live their life to the fullest too. And if they don't want to, then they have no one else to blame for that than themselves. And that's all of us. And I'm speaking from experience, okay? 122:55. How many times I get in my own fucking head, well, I'm not good enough, and blah, 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 and like, everyone's better than me, and bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, if that's what you're gonna think, then you're gonna be stuck. 123:11. Right? I talk to myself the same fucking way I'm talking to you guys. Straight up. And it's not to, it's not to bring myself down or anything. I know some people, they're like, wow, you call yourself a bitch? I do. I mean, I say bitch a lot. I don't mean it in like a derogatory way. It's just, I talk to myself straight up. Like, bitch, calm the fuck down. Like, bitch, get off your ass and do something today. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, that's just me. I don't do it to be derogatory or vicious to myself. Okay, what's this? Okay, that wanted to come out. Alright. I don't know how much time we have, because earlier it said 20%. Ah, okay. 7 deadly sins, humanity's destructive traits. Push away all of the shit that people try to force into you. All of the energy, well, you're not good enough, well, you're not pretty, well, you're not talented enough, well, I don't think that you should because, this. That's their own self-limiting beliefs that they are imposing on you. For the mass majority of the time, people's advice that they give to someone, I saw 124:44, is the advice that they'd give to themselves. I'll say that again. the majority of the time, people's advice that they give to you is the kind of advice they would give to themselves. So if they say, no, you don't move to that state because, you know, there's nothing, blah, blah, blah. When you know you want to move there because there's a job opportunity, and even if you have to leave things behind, it's scary. They're probably saying that because they're too afraid to move out of their comfort zone. So that's the advice that they give. The mass majority of the time, think about it. People's advice to you might be advice that they would give to themselves. I mean, it doesn't make it bad or anything. It just shows like our mental state. Or sometimes we give advice to other people that we don't take for ourselves. It happens both ways, okay? I saw 125:52. Sensuality. Express your sensuality. Express yourself. To me, what this is saying, it doesn't have to literally be something sexual. To me, what this is saying is express the most intimate part of who you are. Show the world the real you. Express yourself. Again, this doesn't have to be sexually. Express yourself in the most intimate way. And what I mean by that is, what is the most authentic to who you really are? Express that. Good fortune. Invite magic in, making me think of the magician. Okay. Let's see. Look, I just split it, and look, it's that card I was talking about earlier. Battle of the Blues. Take steps towards positive change. So again, if you want to know more about this card, watch my last reading. But definitely. Alright. Let's get one or two more. Let's see. How many decks I have, and I always end up using the same shit. Oh. Archangel Gabriel. Messenger of creativity and hope. And all my cards started falling. What's this? Battle of the Blues again. Find a way to abundance. Summon courage and self-confidence. Take a leap of faith. Keys to goodness. Children, know that your children are protected. Heal your childhood wounds. That's all I'm going to say about that. What else? Knowledge. Seek knowledge. Set your goals. Learn from those who inspire you. Discover your courage. Don't worry, be happy. Learn to let go. Learn to let go. Owl. Follow your intuition. That card came out in the last reading too. So, is there any more messages? Are there any more messages? Okay. Vision. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. You guys. I saw 128:58, 8 and 8 cycles. What did I say about cycles? About, you know, the Wheel of Fortune. About your spirit. Courage. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. Intuition. Trust your intuition. It has been guiding you to the answers that you seek. Your spirit guides have been guiding you. And in the back of this card, I just noticed this woman here. Speaking of intuition, what's lit up? Her third eye. Follow your intuition. Surrender. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in the present moment. That was under the deck. Okay. Let's see. Alright, now under the deck is patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. Remember what I said? You have to be patient and kind to yourself. Choice. By staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of choice. It is your choice what you do with your life. If anyone else tries to govern that, well, they're fucking wrong. Doesn't matter who they are. You're over 18, you're old enough to do what you want. Just don't be stupid about it, okay? Every choice that we make has consequences, right? So take responsibility for your own actions, but be responsible. And do your fucking research about something before just jumping into it, okay, you guys? Like the military, for example. Don't just jump into the military just because, oh, free tuition and free benefits. It's not easy. And they say it's not for everyone for a fucking reason, okay? Just throwing that out there. Do your research. You want to get a tattoo? Do your research. Really think about it long and hard, because that shit's staying on you forever. Okay? Just throwing that out there. Gaia, connect to the pulse of Mother Earth. She will guide you through this time of change. Look at that shit. Your spirit guides. Mother Gaia. All of your guides. Your ancestors. Your angels. Your demons. Whatever. Are trying to guide you in the right direction. Where that shit? Six of Wands. They're trying to guide you to your victory. Okay, now it's at 10%. Now I know where we're at. So maybe I'll give you guys a little more. We're already an hour and 30 minutes into it, so fuck it, right? Let's do charms. There's this tarot reader that I watched that she says charmies. Let's do charmies. And I'm like, oh, that's so fucking cute. Okay. I had to learn runes. I've been wanting to pull from my runes, but I don't have them memorized. And I don't want to waste more time. So maybe in the next reading, I'll have that ready. It might get loud. Okay. Alright. Oh, it's all dusty. Ew, sorry you see dust flying everywhere. I live in the desert, that doesn't help. So, the blue dice is on 4, which blue symbolizes water. 133.23. Water symbolizes cups in tarot, which symbolize emotions and intuition, all that shit. 4 of Cups. What is the 4 of Cups? 4 of Cups is someone who is so caught up in their head, focusing on 3 cups in front of them that they don't really care about, when Spirit is literally trying to hand them 1 cup that is exactly what they want, but they don't see it because they're so focused, 133.55, on what is in front of them instead of what Spirit is trying to give to them. So be aware of what your guides are trying to give to you, because they're trying to bless you. Okay? I see the thimble. This is the kanji for luck, and there's also a horse on it. This was given to me by someone who was my best friend in high school, and it brings back a lot of good memories. You may want to reconnect with someone from your past, someone who, when you really think about them, you really do think about how steadfast they were and how much they have been your rock. Even if you don't want to admit it to them or out loud, you acknowledge how much they really were there for you. And you might miss them and want to reconnect with them. Now there's also a message of protection, because a thimble is to protect you from, you know, a needle when you're hand sewing and shit like that. So there's a symbology here of protection. Know that you are protected. Know that your journey is protected. You are divinely guided, okay? There may be something here about broken promises, about old, shedding of old things. This ring says, two shall be as one, always protects, always trust, always love. Even though it should say loves, you know? But anyway, always love. So there's two hearts here. It's going to be hard to see. Two hearts with like an arrow and like a dot over them or something. Two shall be as one. So again, maybe you want to connect with someone. Maybe you have to let something go from your past. Maybe there were broken promises about something in your past. I see here the four-leaf clover in the heart charm. So this symbolizes luck and love, which is something that you probably want in your life, but your past is holding you back from that. Know that you will have this, but you have to be kind and compassionate with yourself, okay? So we have here the chain and the treasure chest. You're looking for your blessings, you want new beginnings, you are seeking the inner treasure, your inner truth. It's like, open it up. Open up your inner world, let people see who you really are. And then, hey, you know what? People who don't really support you, they're gonna leave your life. Good. Because then you know who your real friends are, right? Yeah. I would much rather people leave my life, so I have no doubt in my mind who my real friends are. So that might be a message for someone. Don't hold on to things, people who really don't support you, who just want to take your time and energy just because you have time and energy to give or something. Don't clam up. There are people who want to know the real you. There are people who want to get to know you, who want to spend time with you and stuff. Don't clam up around them. You follow your intuition on who's trustworthy, okay? Again, there was a lot of purple and stuff. I mentioned intuition, third eye, and crown chakra. But there's also these chains, so be aware that you're not keeping yourself bound. This is kind of gruesome maybe, but I just imagine someone being chained to like a heavy weight and literally being thrown in water. I saw 138:18. So don't allow the past to make you sink. It doesn't matter what it is that's heavy that is holding on to you. I mean, it could be a pot of gold. It could literally be a treasure chest of gold. If you're tied to it, it's gonna make you stink. It's gonna make you drown regardless of what it is. So the past, you have to let it go. You have to cut it off of you. You have to break the chain so that you can move forward. Okay, now I see here, this is a cute little baddie. It says, you're amazing, you'd better believe it. Isn't that cute? I know, it's so fucking corny, but it's cute. Maybe you like bats or something, and strawberries. Look, it's nom nom nom, nom nom nom. Mmm, delicious. Oishi, oishi ne. Yeah. Anyway, so we have here a hand with I think it's adventuring or jade. So there's a lot about prosperity. There's a lot that Spirit has been trying to give to you. Remember what I mentioned about the Four of Cups? Spirit's trying to give you a blessing, something that will be prosperous. because jade and adventuring are stones that are known to help with prosperity and abundance and luck and all of that. Remember? Luck and love. We have blue that symbolizes cups, which symbolize love as well. So Spirit's trying to give you something, but you have to embrace it. You have to accept it. You have to acknowledge it and see the blessings that Spirit's trying to give to you. Okay? So I might pull a few more. Fuck it. Why not? So it's gonna have to be quick. Let's see. Look what we have here. Speaking of chains, you gotta break the chain, making me think of the devil energy. So break codependency, break addictions. Everyone is addicted to something. 14040, you could be addicted to sex, you could be addicted to porn, you could be addicted to alcohol, to drugs, to shopping, to overeating, gluttony. You can be addicted to anything. So this is saying be aware of your addictions and slow them down. Be healthy. And the star always makes me think of the star card. Okay, so if you want to know more about the star as well, star energy came out a lot in my last reading. So I think I'm gonna end it there before my phone just shuts off because it's almost dead. So I love you guys. Love you guys. Take care. Be good. Know your worth. Know that you're strong and you can get through fucking anything, okay? You can. And believe it. Alright? I love you guys. Take care. I saw 14141. Excuse me. Make those changes that you gotta make. We all have to make a change of a sort. So I love you guys. Take care. Hugs. Bye. See you in the next one. If you like this reading, I hope you'll consider liking, sharing, subscribing. If you really like my messages, please ding the dong so that you get notified whenever I post a new anything. It would greatly help out my channel, and hopefully our little soul family will grow into a bigger soul family where we can share messages that can help more people. So I love you guys. Take care. Be good. Be kind to yourself. God damn it. Okay? Love yourself. Bye.